Tonight, the Arizona Wildcats pull away with a 35-28 victory over the Nevada Wolfpack. They improved to 3-0, a third straight season.
Welcome to Wildcast. I'm Toby Schmidt.
And I'm Chelsea Moe. Thanks for joining us tonight. The 41st annual Spring Fling begins this Friday at 4 p.m. It runs all day Saturday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Spring Fling attracts over 25,000 guests annually and hosts more than 35 rides and games, with more than 20 different food vendors. The U of A's Spring Fling is the largest student-run carnival in the nation, and the UA tradition is still going strong. Ticket prices will be released later this week, and for more information, go to springfling.arizona.edu. Wow, I've never been, but that looks like so much fun.
Yeah, this will be my first one, so I'm really excited. The UA's Hillel Foundation is offering free Passover activities this year on campus. Wildcast reporter Sheridan Fiddleman has more on how students can get involved with the celebration.
For many students that were unable to go home for the Jewish holidays, one of the U of A's Jewish organizations has something to offer them. Every year, the Hillel offers students a home environment for this traditional Passover Seder meal. They offer any U of A students access to a free Seder and services in order to celebrate Passover. They are celebrating the departure of the Jews from Egypt. The Hillel hopes to provide a place for those students who had no place to go for Seder.
Yeah, the Hillel puts on a free Passover Seder for anybody who wants it. I think it's really great because, if you can't go home for whatever the reason, whether it be a dean's excuse or, extraneous reasons, then you have this wonderful place to go to and you get a whole Seder, and I think it's really great. So basically tonight what we're going to do is called a Seder, which in Hebrew means order. So we're going to read through the Haggadah, the story. We're going to learn why we do things. We're going to eat. We're going to drink a lot of wine. And basically just go over the story and remember that we were once slaves in Egypt and now we're free, and that's a great thing.
Passover is a major Jewish spring festival that commemorates the liberation of the Jews from Egypt. Many students try to get dean's excuses in order to excuse them from their Friday classes and go home for the Jewish holiday, and had no luck, which is why many of them were fortunate to have a second option besides going home.
I'm so happy that Hillel provided a free Seder for me to go to and spend Passover with other Jewish students since I wasn't allowed to go home.
During the Friday night Seder, numerous rituals were conducted in commemoration of the Jews being let free. Students and staff came together and welcomed in the holiday together. Reporting at the University of Arizona for Wildcast, I'm Sheridan Fiddleman.
Centennial Hall, there will be a recital of American dance. The Alvy Ailey Dance Theater will present a mix of ballet, modern, jazz, and African dance. The U.S. Congress says the company is a vital American cultural ambassador to the world. The company's Tucson program will include Ailey's signature work, Revelations. Using spirituals, song sermons, gospel songs, and holy blues, it is one of the great works of the human spirit.
The UA women's team is looking to build on their success this season and make a deep run in the Pac-12 championships. Wildcast reporter Danielle Fork spoke with the team about their expectations and the new golf course they call home.
The Arizona women's golf team has a solid group of girls this year to compete with. They have 5 first-place finishes so far this season and are looking to achieve more, especially with freshman Crystal Kiwis and junior Lindsay Weaver leading the team. They practice hard, day after day, at their new home, Sowelo Golf Club. Head coach Laura Ionello tells us about their phenomenal new facility.
Yeah, we've been here at the Sowelo Golf Club now since December 2013, and it's been a fantastic change. We have 13 acres, all for our U of A women's and men's golf teams. We've got 3 enormous putting, chipping greens, bunkers, driving range, everything you possibly need to improve your golf game we've got here at Sowelo. So we've been really, really blessed with this facility.
This new home for Arizona Golf has allowed them to host their first Wildcat Invitational, where junior Lindsay Weaver earned an individual runner-up finish. Lindsay, formerly a player for Notre Dame women's golf, tells us why she brought her talent to Arizona.
At the end of my freshman year, I I wanted to take golf further than just the collegiate level. So being at Notre Dame wasn't very conducive to being a professional golfer eventually, if that's what I wanted to do. So I decided to transfer here. I'm from Arizona. I went to high school in Scottsdale. So I've known Coach INL for a really long time. I played with her when I was like 12 years old in U.S. Open qualifier once. So I've known her for a long time. My family really likes her. So I just knew coming here that I would be happier here than at Notre Dame, and that's been true. So.
Another star on the team is Crystal Kiwis, a freshman who manages to excel on the course and in the classroom. Crystal tells us that although it's not easy, she gets it done.
I try, it's really hard. I mean, I don't have a life. It's just basically golf, school, workouts, study hall. You just gotta manage your time wisely. I mean, it's just, if you stay focused, I mean, you can get through anything.
The women's golf team travels to Tempe this weekend for the ASU Invitational. Reporting for Wildcast from Sewalo Golf Club, I'm Danielle Fork.
With us after the break for an in-depth look at the UA's club lacrosse program.
I'm Derek Williams, your former U of A Wildcat. You're watching UA TV. Don't change the channel.
Health Services will be providing free STD testing inside their mobile clinic on the mall from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. this Wednesday. Their goal is to increase awareness of safe sex and the importance of STD testing. Health educators, nurse practitioners, and representatives from the campus community will be there to answer questions about testing, prevention, and sexual health. Free condoms and prizes will be given away alongside a variety of activities students can participate in.
After a hot start to the 2015 season, the UA men's lacrosse team has high hopes for the playoffs. Wildcast reporter Ryan Lopez spoke with the team about how they're prepping for their final 3 conference matchups.
The 2015 University of Arizona's men's lacrosse team, under second-year head coach Derek Pedrick, has enjoyed much success thus far in the season. Although 2/3 already into the season, the Lax Cats have managed a 7-2 record, with notable victories coming against the University of Texas, University of Minnesota, and Chapman University.
The season's going great this year. We started off number 13, and even that was a great accomplishment for us coming in here unranked my freshman year. And then now we're number 5 in the nation, hoping to win a national championship, which I see happening in the very near future.
Coming off a tight loss to BYU, the Lax Cats look to recover and bounce back against the rest of their league opponents to finish out the rest of the season.
We're 7-2 right now. We've played 5 or 6 top 20 teams, a couple top 5 teams, and we're doing well. We're ranked, I believe, number 5 in the country right now, with the 3 most important games coming up. We got San Diego State, which is a league game this Saturday. They're number 13th in the country. Not looking past that by any means, but after that week, we have Grand Canyon, who's number 1 in the country, and then after that is our big rival, Arizona State, who's number 3 in the country. So to say the most important part of our schedule is coming up is crucial.
The Lax Cats will finish their season off with 3 straight road conference games, starting with San Diego State University, followed up by in-state rivals Grand Canyon University and Arizona State University, to round up the rest of the season. The SLC tournament will begin the following week after the regular season has wrapped up, with the MCLA tournament starting May 11th. Reporting from Campus Recreation, this is Ryan Lopez reporting for Wildcast.
Seniors and adding new recruits, Arizona's football team will have a new look on defense next year. Wildcast reporter Jordan Owens spoke with Coach Rodriguez about the new squad and his upcoming plans for the spring game.
Spring practice is well underway for Arizona football, and with the departure of some extraordinary seniors, the Wildcats are using this time to revamp their defense with some new faces. One player that will be taking the field on Arizona's defense is former receiver Devontae Neal, who's made the transition to cornerback.
You have all these receiver, cornerback, DB kind of hybrid guys. When you look at a receiver, is there something that he has to have that makes you think he can play defense?
Not starting on offense helps. You know, if you're not going to be a starting wide out, but you could be a starting corner, that probably would be a good factor. It's really his hips. You know, the taller guys maybe could play safety or something, but a guy that has great hips and has got kind of an aggressive nature, I think, make the best corners. But Devontae, when we came here, we thought he could play either one.
Arizona football's spring game is right around the corner, which will give fans the first look at Arizona's defense after losing key seniors like Tremaine Bondurant and Jordan Grandin. What can we expect to see during the spring game after losing some of the key seniors from last year?
Expect to see some guys that are here to play football and that can play football. We lost a lot of seniors on defense, Tremaine and Jordan Grandin. But we also pick up some good guys like Tellus Jones is in the lineup, and Jamar Allah, who stepped up and is a big part of our defense. So we have a lot of talented guys, and everybody will see that Arizona is still a great team.
To see for yourself how Arizona's defense is shaping up, come out to Arizona Stadium on Friday, April 10th at 6 p.m. Reporting at Jerry Kindall Field for Wildcast, I am Jordan Owen.
Season play is wrapping up for women's golf, but the baseball and softball teams are still battling for a top spot in the Pac-12. We'll turn it over now to sports reporter Danielle Fork for more on this week in UA athletics. Danielle?
Arizona softball took down Oregon State in a doubleheader on Saturday. They won 7-2 in the first game and then quickly finished the Beavers off with a 22-3 5-inning victory in Game 2. Chelsea Goodacre had 3 of Arizona's 6 home runs in the doubleheader. The Wildcats are now 31-9 and will play home this weekend against Washington in a 3-game series. The Arizona gymnastics team competed at regionals on Saturday in Columbus, Ohio. They brought home a 4th-place finish. Junior Lexi Mills led the team on the beam with a score of 9.8, and freshman Victoria Ortiz put up the highest score for the Wildcats of 9.825 on bars. The Gymcats finished their season with an overall record of 15-7-1. The 10th-ranked Arizona Sand volleyball team won against New Mexico over the weekend, defeating the Lobos 4-1 on Sunday and 5-0 on Saturday to win the series. They traveled to Tempe this weekend to participate in the ASU Sand Volleyball Challenge. Women's soccer played their final home match of the spring season on Saturday. They defeated NAU 2-0. Both goals were scored by freshman Charlotte Bracia. They traveled to face USD and Cal State in a doubleheader this Saturday. This weekend, April 9th through the 12th, is Super Wildcat Weekend, a huge weekend for fans, alumni, and letter winners to enjoy. Besides Spring Fling, Arizona track and field, tennis, and softball, and football all have events taking place. The spring football game takes place Friday night with a kickoff at 6 p.m. So come on out and get a first look at Rich Rodriguez's 2015 Wildcats. That's all for sports. Back to you guys.
As always, thanks for tuning into Wildcast. You can watch us anytime online at uatv.arizona.edu or on our YouTube channel, UATV-CH3.
And don't forget to like us on Facebook for breaking news on campus. We'll see you next week for another edition of Wildcast. Good night.